Hey!
Do it, Royce.
Come on!
Come on!
Get the fuck up!
Get up! It's time for the Do Over Podcast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday morning, but you're seeing this on Monday. It's a Do Over Podcast. The best damn podcast you've never, ever heard of until now. Welcome. Welcome to such a monumental day.
It is.
So many dongs in this studio right now. It's donger heaven. It gets Orc excited. Yay, Orc. Oh, no. Orc, this is God. Are you excited about the dongs? I did this for you.
Arms wide open.
with arms wide open. Good morning. Oh, man, what a day. We are live.
We started with Limp Bizkit and Creed, man, and dogs.
We are live from the Grog studio in Northish, Fresno, California. Don't show up here. Go to Grog's. Go to Grog's, drink booze because Grog supports us and we love them so much. And we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Royce King.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi. We also have Fast Eddie Edward Rouse.
Yo.
And we have Orc Cam. So let me go over my notes, gentlemen, so we know what we're talking about today.
Okay.
We're going to do a little, hi, how's it been? All right. Then
Fun.
we are going to transition directly. Well, yes, we're going to do DIY transitions and become new genders.
Oh.
And then we are going to go into kind of a reaction on something that Billie Eilish said, which I'm like, okay, this will be an interesting conversation because you'll see why. And then we're going to be talking about Mother's Day and funny stories about our parents and our moms from the past, which I got the best one. That's why I'm calling my mother here in like 40 minutes.
We're calling your mom live on air.
We're calling my mom live on air. And it's going to be a good one.
I hope she sends your call straight to voicemail.
I already asked her. I was like, Mom, can I call you? And she said, I was like, Mom, can I call you for the podcast? She goes, sure. ... And then like 10 minutes later, she's like, is it going to be nice? And I put, sure. ... So we'll wait and see how that goes. But today is going to be a good day. And also, heads up, Jess is coming back Monday. Jess.
What?
Jess is making her triumphant return to the Doover podcast. We're going to be live on Monday. She'll be here with us. So join us. Now let's get into it.
What is happening right now?
Royce is listening to music as we do a podcast.
What is going on?
There seems to be issues with getting children to school. Okay.
It's 11
I
o'clock.
thought you already took your kids to school.
Kids like in kindergarten only have half days now. They
yeah,
only go
that's
for like
right.
3.5 hours. So we're in the PM. So
I hated doing
he needs
that,
to be
yeah.
at school in 8 minutes.
And you're here doing a podcast.
And well, we pick up my friend's son and she was like, are you coming? And I was like, my wife should already be there.
Oh no.
Call her.
Is your wife still sleeping?
No, she's awake.
Okay. So yesterday I had to wake up way earlier than I normally wake up. And I know you're kind of an early riser, right? Like what time do you usually wake up?
So I hate alarms. I hate being jarred awake. So I'm one of the few people, I actually open the blinds before I go to bed. And so
the sun wakes you up.
Yeah. So it depends on the season. So right about now I'm waking up about 5:50.
Okay. Yeah. Which is early, but it's not like when I used to have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, no matter if I got 9 hours of sleep, waking up at 4:30 in the morning makes me just feel like tired, like throughout the day.
Like you need to catch a flight.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why you're up that early.
Exactly. So I woke up at 5:20 because we had to go out to do our CCW renewal. Right. Yeah. So that's like a 7-8 hour thing. I had to be in Sanger at 7 a.m. So I wake up at 5:30 and it was such a struggle. I was like, how did I do this for 5 years straight? Like wake up at 4:40 every morning to go and do a radio show and did that for 5 years in a row. It boggles my mind. it doesn't click like that. I was able to do that for as long as I did.
But you build up like a routine, your body adjusts to it after a while. But if you're out of it and then you have to do it like just one random day, it's brutal.
When we left the radio show and we started doing this, my body would wake me up no later than 5:10 every morning automatically.
Ew.
And I hated it.
But what time did you go to bed?
It doesn't matter when I went to bed. I would just wake up every single morning because my internal clock got set, bro. And I hated it. It took me like 6 to 7 months of just being like, fuck no. And like typically Sarah gets almost always Sarah gets the girls ready for school and either takes them. I take them once in a great while, not like a lot. But even she was like kind of hurting yesterday when we had to wake up because sleep is vital.
Sleep is precious.
Sleep is vital in our household, and I'm just not getting enough of it. Now, how you been, Royce?
Been good. Can't complain.
Since the last time I asked you if you wanted, because Darren was supposed to come in today, and he's like, "No, man, I said Monday," and I'm like, "Well, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm taking my son to the zoo with his school," and I was like, "Ew, being a dad, ew, gay, how gay." You're not escaping the gay allegations, Darren. So I hit you up to see if you can come in, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm just putting new wheels on my car."
Okay,
yeah. So gangster ride.
Okay. Before you make it sound like that, like I needed. Okay, I had to get another car.
It looks like the wheels are perfectly fine on that car, Roy.
Oh,
go with some spinners.
They look ridiculous. So I had to get a car that I could fit 3 car seats in by August because I'll be taking 3 kids to school, and my truck only fits 2.
Yeah.
So I needed a new car, and it's been 20 years since I've had another car.
Uh-oh.
So I got a 4Runner, and it has like 9 trim levels, like ridiculous. But only 2 of them have that 3rd row option.
Yes.
Right. So one is the limited, which is like for old people that have, and I don't mean old. I'm old, but I mean like geriatric.
Ageist Royce. Royce is ageist. Confirmed
here.
right here.
Like the wood,
ageist Royce.
With the wood grain dash and all the chrome. I was like, that's not me. Okay. So your other option is just the base model. Well, the base model comes with like 235s on it. It's on this SUV, and it's like these tiny little wheels. It looks like one of those messed up combinations you can make on Mario Kart.
Right.
So I was like, okay, these have to go. We have to do something about it.
So what are you doing? You're putting, you said 35-inch wheels?
33s.
33s.
Nice.
And
33s.
you said that they're going to test fit one of them so you can see it. Did they do it?
He said he was going to shoot. If he shoots me the picture while we're doing this, I'll somehow show you.
Just get it over to
hand it over to
Orky.
Yeah,
Orky, and we'll
he said he was going to slap one on there because I'm like, I only want to do this once.
It looks nice. The car's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice car. So are you going to like go crazy? Because your truck, so you said you bought your truck 20 years ago?
Yeah. It's a 2006. I got it in like August of 05.
And you take really good care of your car. Like, what did you
define really good care?
Well, I'm saying that like it looks like you did a bunch of stuff to it. Like, I can't even explain like the exterior of your truck. Like, what is it?
Linux.
Yeah. What is that?
Like bed liner.
So you bed lined your truck?
Yeah. So, okay. So 2015, I've had it for like 10 plus years, right? It was a black truck, but I never park in the garage. My wife parks in the garage, but I'm out exposed to the sun all the time. So over the course of 10 years, that black just like the paint cooked itself. Like the top of my truck was like orange, like just orange. So, at that point, I think I had like 75,000 miles on it. And I was like, okay, I'm either going to sell this truck while the resale value is high, or I'm going to sink some money into it and literally, like you should with the Toyota, drive it into the freaking ground.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking around and I saw someone that had done that to their Jeep. And so I just went to Clovis Linux and I walked in and I'm like, can I do bed liner on my entire truck except for the bed? Because the bed has those channels where you can move yours, and I use those. So he's like, no, we can do it. And it was like, now granted, it's like, I think it's like $10,000 to do it now. But back then it was $3,000.
Oh, that's
right.
Nice.
And they put
bed
liner on it. And it's like, indestructible. It's scratch proof. Like I show people, they're like, what is that? I was like, it's bed liner. It's scratch proof. Take my key and just run it on there. Nothing.
Don't get any ideas. Don't go to Grog's and be like, I'm going to prove that this is not scratch resistant.
And at least I didn't say bulletproof because that would have been worse.
Didn't you do a lot of other stuff to it?
I put an auto leveling bag kit in the back.
Nice.
So because I'll load up the bed pretty heavy and it'll sit like this, dragging my ass on the ground, right? So I'll just throw like 70 PSI in there and it brings it back up to level, which is nice, especially when I'm loaded up. If I'm doing like the bar for a wedding or a fundraiser and I've got, just ice and booze,
tons of booze,
and bars and all that kind of stuff in the back, just bzzz, and it just brings it
Imagine
right up.
having so much alcohol in the back of a truck that it actually bends the suspension of a truck.
Oh, that's
a good time.
It loads it down. If I don't
That's
throw
a good
it in
time.
there, if I especially before I have it, I would load up so much. And then some of these places where they want the bar set up, especially what was it? Cobb's. It used to be called Cobb's Ranch. It's the Christmas tree place right after 41 before you get to Valley Children's.
I still call it Cobb's Ranch.
And they'd want a bar like over by this grassy knoll, right? So I'd go, if I was loaded up, it was it was bottoming out.
I had a 1995 Toyota Tacoma manual transmission.
Nice.
I loved this truck.
What year?
It was 1995 or 7. One of the two.
That's a good body style that year.
Oh yeah. I loved that truck. I don't know why I sold it. I think I was in a transition between jobs because I had left Bank of America and I hadn't gotten like a replacement job. I just fucking hated working there. Hated working there to the point where I was like, fuck this. And I think I needed money. So I sold it and bought Sarah's mom's car from her for like $2,000.
Nice.
And that car I ran that shit into the ground too. But that is the one car sale that I regret. I wish I kept that car.
Oh, especially a manual transmission too.
Oh my God.
I love my truck's manual. And if they had made the 4Runner in a manual transmission, I would have taken that too.
They don't make that anymore. It sucks.
They don't. They say they might because obviously they do a special, the Tacoma, now the 2026 Tacoma, you can get manual transmission. They said, there's no reason why you can't do that in the 4Runner, except for there's just no demand.
Do you have that like sport mode where you can do like the shifting?
Like paddle or
no, like it's like you move it over and you could do shift without
what I was telling you about.
Maybe I've with those tiny ass wheels. I was so embarrassed. I think I probably so I go in through an auto broker and they delivered it to my house because it came from Antioch. And they brought it to me with a full tank of gas. You know how much gas is in it now? Full tank of gas.
Yeah.
Like I think I probably
You saw the wheels and went, we're going
straight
to the wheel store.
I took my son to school in it before I dropped him off before I dropped the car off, and I was embarrassed.
Here's Royce's inner dialogue.
Everyone's looking at my wheels. They're judging me for the size of my wheels. I need new wheels.
You're not far off.
Why are you embarrassed of the size of your wheels?
Well, especially because they have those kind of like aggressive fender flares that come out from the vehicle. So now not only that the wheels and tires were super small and undersized for it, but now they're recessed in towards the vehicle. So it flares out like an extra 3 inches.
I'm embarrassed for him.
I know.
I don't think it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Says the guy who drives a Tesla.
Let me
listen,
see
man.
if I have it. I'll
enjoy not paying for gas. Fuck you guys and your gas. How's it paying for gas right now?
I'm actually currently getting a new car too. I'm trading in my truck.
What are you getting?
I'm getting a Toyota, a Grand Highlander.
What is a Grand? Let me see. Is that like a dad car?
Kind of, yeah. It's seats 8.
Oh, so it's massive.
It's not
dad
that
car.
big. No.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
What year?
2026, brand new.
Are you getting a brand new one?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't cheap, bro.
My truck's almost paid off and it's worth a lot.
What are they going to give you on trade-in?
My truck's a 2022 and it only has 14,000 miles on it.
That's it?
That's it.
How do you only have 14? Bro, I would have put 14.
Home. I work from home.
I would have put 14,000 miles on that car in like 4 months.
Yeah, I work from home.
Do you want to know what my current mileage? So I got this car. It's a 2022. I got it delivered October of 21. Okay. And keep in mind, I delivered it during what would be considered like the slow season, right? Like the slow real estate season. My current mileage on this car
He has to check his app to see
80,000 miles.
In how many years? 5? 4 or 5?
3.5.
Yeah. You're not.
Almost 4.
You
80.
can never lease.
So I am because I initially was going to do the lease.
Yeah.
But then I was like, fuck
No
no.
way.
Because they ding you if you go
yeah.
over.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I drive incredibly too much. Incredibly. Now, I will say, when I took it out of town, I really did see the benefit of driving one of those because I had to hit like supercharging stations. Gas wise, would have cost me like $100 to go where I went and back. When you're doing electric, it was literally like $17.
Now, how much time did you spend at each charging station?
Probably like 12 minutes
Each time? How many times do you have to charge in
3. 3.
Okay, so 35 minutes.
Yeah, total. So it does add time, but I mean, to save $80, you know what I mean?
Well, it boils down to what's your time worth.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And how you're being like taken in between supercharging stations to make sure you don't get stranded on the side of the road.
You mean like out of your way to hit them?
Sometimes they'll have to route you kind of in a weird way. They were before. So before the Tesla like routing thing would take you not only to super stations, but it would take you to like small individual ones.
Ooh, there's a line.
And there's like, I remember driving and I was low and I wasn't even too far off and it routed me to a hotel and they had one charging port and I went, plugged it in, not working because they don't let you use it unless you have clearance with a key from the hotel. So none of that is explained to you. So if you're routing your car through that, depending on that for like charge, thank God I found like a different one and I had like,
for one night at the hotel is $249. You got to pay for that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we have a fucking timeshare, right? Never buy a timeshare.
No,
it's not worth it. It's expensive unless like you're just balling like a motherfucker and you travel a lot. Timeshares are not worth it at all. We have one and the way that it's set up, dude, like you can't cancel these things. Like you cannot cancel them. You can't just break the contract. It's so annoying. And we never utilize it. Like never.
I've known you for years. I've never heard you say, we're going to our timeshare.
In the 15 years that I've known Sarah, because it's Sarah's timeshare. In the 15 years that I've known her, we've used it maybe twice.
Damn.
2 times. And it's $5,000 a year. $5,000 a year. And it's just not, do you have one?
Yeah. There's a whole story about this.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. So no, I don't have one because I have no problem saying no. The problem and the reason why people get timeshare is there is the people that do the timeshare things, right? You go, they're like, oh, you can have 3 days at this hotel and, try all of our amenities, but we want you for 2 hours, right? We want you for 2 hours. And they have like an entire squad of timeshare salespeople. Right?
I do those all the time.
There is a playbook by which they go and you can actually see their personalities slightly change and alter during this 2-hour pitch.
What do you mean?
At first, they're trying to build like rapport with you. Right. They're asking about your kids. They're trying to find common ground. We're like, oh, I like that too, or I drive that too, or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? And then it goes into, well, because we're so similar, let me show you what I have done or what I will do based on what your desires are. Like, look how similar we are. I would do this. Why wouldn't you? And then when you keep shutting them down, they get aggressive.
They get very aggressive.
And they get super pushy. So we utilize timeshare. I shouldn't say a lot, but sometimes because, like I said, I have no problem saying no. And if you're going to throw a bunch of free stuff at me,
dude, you can go to Vegas for a weekend for free. Yep,
we did. We went for the last one we did. We went last year. We went for 4 days at the, I think it was the Trump Resort or something like that. Yeah. But it's run by
great
Holiday Inn or Hilton or something like that. But it was a nice place.
Yeah.
It was great. It's off strip. Which is even better because I feel I've done Vegas enough now to where there are a lot of awesome places.
I've never been.
You're
I
You're
know.
a weirdo.
I want to go so bad. And Evo's coming up.
Can't
and
you
Evo's
trade timeshare? Don't you have points? Can't you just switch it? You've already, it's literally free for you. Oh, time, money. Time is money. What is it worth?
You know how many points
Let
you
me
must
tell
have
you
by
how.
Let me finish real fast.
Okay.
So we take these things and I go to these presentations and I shut them down over and over and over again. They get really mad. I get irritated because I'm okay with saying no during like a well-structured sales pitch, right? I'm going to be like, you did a great job. It's just not for me. Or I'll fess up to it. Like, hey, I'm here to take all the free stuff from you.
Right.
You're not going to sell me anything because I don't want it.
Right.
You know, when it comes to like a transaction of like buying and selling stuff like that, I always tell people like, whether it be liquor reps that come in or whatnot too, I'm like, you're not going to sell me anything. I will eventually ask if I can buy something from you. And there's a huge difference, right?
Yes.
And usually in that context is the demand there. Like, don't sell me your product without creating a demand for it. And then it's my job to sell your stuff to the masses. Do your marketing, do your ground roots movement, right? Get people wanting your product and I will buy it from you.
Right.
You know, and I'll tell the timeshare people this too. Like when I want timeshare, I will come buy it from you. But as of right now, you're not selling me on anything because I don't want it. I just want to take you for
a free ride.
Free stuff that you're
I want
you're
a free
offering me.
ride.
I mean,
Call
that's the
me
whole
free
thing.
ride, Royce.
And then, of course, then they get angry and aggressive. And if they cross a line, then I get really irritated. And my wife will like pull me. She's like, you need to chill. And I'm like, this son of a butt.
So
He's poking the right buttons.
I have a couple of stories about this. One, I remember, this is random. I got those things like, hey, call now, you'll win, blah, 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 blah on the radio for like a free trip to Vegas or whatever. So I call and they're like, oh, you win. I'm like, cool. Then they started asking me for my credit card number. I'm like, no, not going to give it to you. I'm like, why would I give you my credit card number? You said it was free. And like, we were going back and forth and they were like being really aggressive. I'm like, listen, you don't need my credit card number if this is something that's free. And if you don't give me my free stay after saying that I won, I'm going to find you and fucking sue you. And they sent me the free shit and we got a free trip. And this was completely legit. But whatever they were trying to sign me up for, I was like, no. So never, if it's free, they don't need your payment information. That's one. Two. So you're talking about like those where they sit you in and you're having like they're selling you on something. It's almost like a conference, right?
Yeah.
And it got my memory going to a story that Sarah told me, right? That her dad was big in like motivational talk. Like her dad was like one of these guys that really tried to empower people around him. Like he was a very successful architect, had a really good name, right? And a lot of people respected him. So he was all about like motivation and like talking power to success, right?
Okay.
Like speaking power to success. So one time he was like Tony Robbins, who's like a big, he's that self-help guy, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, Sarah told me the story, so I'm probably going to butcher it, but she's like, he was like, I bought these tickets for all of us to go. So it was her mom, her dad, her sister, and Sarah, right? And they go, they're there. And she said from the get, Sarah felt super uncomfortable. She was like, ew, like, I don't want, because they were like having them chant things.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of culty, right? And she's like, ugh. And she got turned off. So she's like, fuck this. I'm out of here. And like walked out of the building.
Yeah.
And when she started to walk out, they tried to keep her in the building.
Yeah. They handed her some Kool-Aid.
No, she was like, no. And like walked out and like counselors came up to try to like talk to her. And I was like, that's a goddamn cult, dude.
It is. It's
a fucking cult, man. Like not letting someone leave the room. I would have fucking socked a motherfucker. Like what? Anyways, it made me remember that. Like getting people in an enclosed space for some kind of like a speaking engagement,
right? Getting
rapport with them, like, oh, we're so similar. Well, since we're a lot alike, I would love a timeshare. It's like,
well, and the thing about it is too, like I've done enough of these now to where it's I kind of recognize like when we move to different sections of the textbook that they're following.
Right.
Like I'll be like, oh, so this is, and then this is the part where you're going to do this and stuff like, and there's rarely any deviation from it. I will say this. We went as a family. So my parents and me and both my brothers, I think it was like the mid to early 90s, down to Cabo.
Ooh.
We'd never been. That
All
was
inclusive.
It was the first time that we'd no. It was just a resort, not all inclusive or anything like that. And it was the first time like the family had been somewhere outside of the country. So we go, and then they offer my parents. I think back then they didn't offer them much. It was like, hey, free breakfast and listen to a 30-minute pitch, right? So they bought it. They bought timeshare there. And it was the greatest investment of all time. They got 1 week at, if you've ever been to Cabo San Lucas, there's all the resorts right there on the waterline. And there's 3 that are owned by this company. It's like the Blanco, the Rosé, and something else, right? And there's 3 of them. My parents bought a week timeshare. The rooms were great. They spent $10,000 total. 30 years.
Oh my God.
Willable. So if they had passed, it could go in the will.
It transfers.
So break that down to it's $500 for the week each year. Right now, of course, they always tack on the cleaning fee, which is almost once you factor in all these things, it becomes triple what your thing is. So if it's $500 a year, it's more like $1,500.
Right.
But $1,500 at a resort in Cabo every year, for a week, they would sell that thing for like $3 or $4 grand every year. And they were making money for 30 years. And then every 5th year we would take it and do like a little mini family reunion because my dad's siblings all bought timeshare there too.
Oh, no
so
way.
We had 4
like suites.
Rooms. Yeah. 4 suites during the same week. So every 5th year they'd sell them for 4 years. Every 5th year we'd take it and we'd go down there, and it was great. It was the only good timeshare experience I've experienced or even ever heard of.
Shout out Mexico.
And I was looking into going to Vegas and just getting like a big suite for me, Sarah, the girls, and my parents, to go there to watch the girls so we can go out and eat, you know what I mean? But like also do family stuff. It ain't cheap. Like it's not cheap if you want like a half decent.
It depends on
suite
when
on
you go.
And stay off strip. Everything is less off strip.
But if I'm gonna go and I've never been, I kind of want to be on strip. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Have the experience, but I can't like relapse, which sucks. I want to drink. I want to do drugs. I want to go gamble and loot a lot. Well, dude, it's Vegas. Are you gonna do Vegas or are you gonna do Vegas? Right?
Yeah.
Royce. How much? What?
No, I'm waiting for it. Bring it.
Tell me that you don't go to Vegas and you tie one off and you go and you lose money and shit and you're like, you like have a good time.
Absolutely do not.
Me neither.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
What's the point of going?
Okay. So
I still drink, but I win money.
And you are talking about someone someone that's never gone, right? So I'm assuming you're like me. You've been to Vegas a lot?
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas a lot. That's over. I don't care about clubs.
Yeah.
I don't get crazy in the gambling. I don't get caught up. I'm over that.
I just sports gamble.
So there's a lot of, dude, sport books are awesome.
Yeah.
They're a great place to go.
Yep.
There are fantastic
lounging
restaurants
chairs and
there.
Drink and just eat and watch all the games. And
you don't have to. I understand it's like the city of sin, right? But it doesn't have to be. There is a lot of awesome things. Like we were there when we were there for that timeshare pitch. We went to like some great restaurants. We went to the John Wick experience at Area 51. It was kind of lame, but it was something totally different.
Right.
There are a ton of things I've done. The
Stranger Things. We did the Stranger Things thing last time. It was cool. I did the racing with the Lambos and stuff like that around the track. We've shot all the illegal weapons. There is a ton of things to do.
That's something I want to go do. I want to go shoot the machine guns. I want to go shoot the machine guns.
It's fun, but it's expensive.
I don't care.
Guess what, Drew? You don't have to drink and do drugs to shoot machine guns.
Well, I'm glad that you brought up Area 51.
Oh,
why?
Because we're going to take
You're welcome for that easy segue.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break.
We're going to transition.
Coming back, we are transitioning into aliens.
Ooh.
Disclosure time. Oh, aliens confirmed. What? And that's all coming up next. Okay. So we're going to get to a reaction content here and talk about UFOs and all that stuff because I have a general conversation and we're going to call my mom for Mother's Day. But we got to talk about this because I was talking to Royce about this, and Royce is a successful business owner, has many adventures. He's the all around venture capitalist of Fresno, California. He does it.
Well, that's too many accolades. You're giving me entirely too much credit.
Pedestal, real quick.
Well, no, you're a successful guy, and I appreciate people that are business owners because they get it, right? And doing real estate, whenever I have new agents, I try to explain to them. Listen, you need to be willing to sacrifice your weekends, your personal time, family time, and you need a partner, whoever's with you, to understand that you may not be around because you have to go get money. Like anything that you do towards selling a home or whatever you're doing is in efforts to make money. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to do that. And new agents fail all the time because they either don't do open houses on the weekend or they, it's too late to call me kind of a thing. And I'm like, that is a loser attitude in this business. Like I was literally emailing someone at 11:45 last night and I've been doing this 11 years. Like you have to put the effort out. And I have a close friend. He's a newer agent and he's Filipino. So his family, it's almost like a comical version of like how close a close-knit Filipino family is. Like that's them. Like his family is everything, right? And I respect that. He's not married, doesn't have kids. So his brother, his niece, they're like that bond is probably, think about our families and times it by 10. The closeness is probably, if I had to describe this, right? So it boggles his mind to understand that his dad's birthday is today and he may need to be late to the engagement to do something for a house that he's selling, right? And I have to explain to him like, bro, you can be late. Go do your job. You know what I mean? But for a lot of people, that doesn't click. Like I was telling Royce, when my wife was giving birth to Dylan, I was literally on my phone outside negotiating a deal. And some people may say that that's gross. I say that is how I'm going to be a contributing parent to my daughter. That is a priority because I'm worthless to them if I cannot provide anything, right? If I can't close and get paid, then I'm useless as a parent, right? So that has to be a priority. 2 minutes before I walked down the aisle to get married, I was taking a phone call, negotiating a sale of a house. That's my fucking job. So if I'm ever out of like service or anything, I get nervous. So we were talking about going to Vegas. It would terrify me. I wouldn't even be able to relax because I would be worried someone would call me for business and I wouldn't be able to.
So take a Xanny and go to Vegas.
I know.
Dude, no, you have to unplug like right after St. Patty's Day, which is ridiculously busy, but it's stressful. Like I'm trying to, coordinate everything. The day itself is, it's exhausting, but it's everything leading up to it. And especially in the morning, I'm freaking out because I'm on point. Like I've got my plan, right? But on a day like that, where you've got so many things going on and you're setting up like the beer garden, you're relying on like a dozen other reps of companies that you are employing for that day to do their job and set up on time and be there on time and make sure they're golden. And it's just exhausting. So, and then obviously St. Patty's, it's like 21-hour day for me, right? And then I get I was there this year. It was nuts. Yeah. And then I get like a couple hours of sleep and I go back to make sure the other crews are cleaning it up and getting it back to normal so that my co-tenants of the building don't get really upset that I just trashed the entire center. And then after, so get that done. That's usually around the day after. It's done about 1. I go get a monster sandwich, like a huge one. Or something from Meat Market and I go up. My parents have a house and shaver, and I turn everything off.
That I know.
Turn everything off just for 24 hours, just to like reharness my chi and just chill out. I don't want to hear from anybody, but I also, and I tell my staff, I tell my wife, like, I am going to be unable to be reached until tomorrow at like, when I turn my phone on at like, I don't know, 9 a.m.
Yeah. And we may or may not have been in the middle of a real estate transaction during this time in his little break. Remember when I was trying to reach you? And I was telling his partner, like, I don't think we're going to hear from him for like 2 days.
I think I have to bring up actually what I told you because it was actually pretty funny. It's like, where are you?
I think Royce is off grid right now, dude.
Yeah.
We're not going to hear shit from this guy.
Sometimes that's a good thing, though.
They signed escrow, is ready for you to sign. They're saying they're having trouble getting a hold of you. Ha ha ha. And I responded with, yeah, because I haven't answered them yet. They can fuck off till tomorrow.
See?
I laughed.
Well, hold on. But did everything still get done?
Yes.
And then he get to unwind?
Blah, blah, blah. More text from Drew. And then he sent me something like DocuSign. And I said, signed. Now leave me be. I've got important shit to do.
He's sitting at the short horn up in Shaver.
It's double XP on Halo Infinite this weekend.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I love the way he does business. So you were telling me a story. So we were talking off air because I was like, you cannot articulate to someone who has not been, because every single agent, like every new agent, will have cut off phone time, not answer the phone, not do the opens, whatever, until they get the first check. When they sell their first house and get their first check, they're like, oh shit. Then about 20% of them really put the effort out, right? Like that perspective that's there, like your end goal, because everyone wants to be a real estate agent. So you cannot put that level of professionalism out there. And I was telling him about how a couple of young agents had gotten too drunk at like the word ceremony and at brokers opens and all this. And you were telling me a story that you personally have with this when it comes to
just like in the last 2 months.
Yeah. With maybe a particular alcohol brand. We won't say specifically what it is, but go ahead and pay me to eat ass on vacation. You don't need to pay me to eat ass. I'll do that shit for free. So go ahead and give me that story.
Orc's trying to get a job.
Wow.
Sorry, go for it.
No worries. So I hadn't seen one of my kind of core reps leading up into St. Paddy's Day. And so I called what would be his boss's boss because we've known each other forever. I'm like, hey, where is I can't say the name. Well, are we not really supposed to say the name?
You can if you want.
Schmamison. My Schmamison rep was MIA. And so I called and I was like, where is it? And they're like, oh, by the way, you don't have one because we went to a conference like 2 months ago and they had kept getting the reps they had kept getting were like well qualified and really good at their job. So they kept like, promoting and leveling up really fast. So they're like, okay, we need to get like someone young and hungry that's going to populate this position for a number of years so we don't keep like losing our guys. So they got a young kid who went to this conference and like before the conference started, like if it's a Saturday, Sunday conference, right, or a Friday, Saturday, and they go down there the night before, so they stay because the conference starts at 8 and they have a cocktail mixer and immediately gets hammered. Jeez. Like starting all kinds of ruckus, propositioning bosses, wives and girlfriends, all bad. And so, yeah, he showed up to the conference as like a brand new hire too, with a job, and left unemployed.
Unemployed.
And then, yeah.
And if you're going to be an alcohol rep, like I would assume like the people that are professionally in that system know when it's time to, how do I put this? How to control themselves because I'm sure like the Jameson people, they drink, I'm sure that they'll have cocktails when other people maybe wouldn't have cocktails in certain because they are an alcohol brand. But I would assume like the people that are like high up okay, yes, this is what we do, but we need to control ourselves because they're professionals. And imagine being a 23-year-old climbing the ladder. And at least 23-year-old me, I know I would have fucking
That would have been true.
That would have been me. I would have burned to the fucking ground, dude. Now, speaking of young people and not having perspective or lacking perspective, Orky, can you pull up the reaction of Billie Eilish that I sent you? So this guy,
you can go back to that one too.
That's mine. I brought that one. That's later. That will. Okay. So
German deer calling champion.
That's not Billie Eilish.
We're gonna get to that later. Let's go to the reaction.
Is it the one?
No. Why go vegan? You have it. It's right there.
Okay.
All right. So 1 second. So this guy I really like. He's a chicken farmer. Okay. The thing about him is, like his politics or not, because he's like really, really progressive and left, like his politics or not, he's incredibly intelligent. Like when you hear him work, he really breaks down, like lifts the curtain on the whole like farm to table scene, because he has legit free range pasture chickens, not like, and he tells you about like the regulation standard of the United States and what are people selling you? And he attacks a lot of like the wellness people, like the wellness health food people, debunks a lot of shit. Just he's extremely well read and knows how to articulate arguments in a very convincing, very intelligent way. So he's pretty big on TikTok, has a pretty solid following on YouTube. This is him reacting to a statement that Billie Eilish said, and I want us to talk about this after the video is done. Let's make sure that it's unmuted and just press play.
Is it now?
What's one hill you die on? Y'all not gonna like me for this one.
That's okay, Billy. I don't like you that much anyway.
Eating meat is inherently wrong. And then the other thing is, two things cannot coincide. I love animals. I love all animals so much, and I eat meat. You can't do both. Sorry.
What a strange conceit. I eat pussy, yet I love it. Yeah, that's right.
You can eat meat. Go for it. You can love animals, but you can't do both.
Yeah, that's right. Sing your pretty little song about how much you love animals. Same way you liberal white women love black people. From a safe distance, blind to the blood-soaked consequences of your sanctimony. Don't get excited, conservatives. I'm not a Hodge twin, and I'm not one of you either. I'm just a tall, tired Indian, waiting for the rich and powerful to stop forcing us to ride this land like we stole it. What? You thought the beige is because I'm half white? The only difference between omnivores and vegans when it comes to animal suffering is proximity. The omnivore has to look at the thing that died so that they might eat. But the vegan never has to see the foxes and raccoons and deer and squirrels and snakes and rabbits and voles caught up in the teeth of the combine at the oat and wheat harvest. They don't see the bee colonies collapsing so they can have almonds and cashews. They don't see the hundreds of millions of animals that die as pesticides are relentlessly applied to fruit orchards and vegetable fields. They don't see the mountain ecosystems being ripped out of the Andes so that farmers can plant enough quinoa for export. I promise you that a keto bro eating grass-fed and grass-finished beef is killing fewer animals and destroying fewer ecosystems than just about any vegan. But of course, the reverse is often true, meaning that as with most things, everything is context dependent. And in this case, the context is how much can a person afford to be ethical? And the answer is most people can't afford it. Why? Well, so that people like you can have $100 million net worth and go to Coachella and tell us how much better you are than the rest of us. Oh. So tread lightly, Billy, because we could always start eating celebrities.
Right. What is So I love this guy's content, the way he breaks shit down. He gets a little far left for me at times, but I like smart people and how they respond to kind of outlandish takes. Yeah. And when we live in a world of outlandish takes, and that's what really gets traction online, to have someone that's very, very knowledgeable, not only in what he does, but in many different things, is something that I appreciate. To talk about what she says, I always try to look at an argument that's being posted to either steel man it or straw man it, right? So if I'm to steel man her argument, which is two things cannot be true at once. You cannot eat meat and kill animals, but then also love animals. I would say, okay, on a moralistic standpoint, maybe she she is accurate, right? Like, you cannot claim to be an ultimate animal lover, but if I was to straw man her argument, I would be like, well, think of the Native American Indians and how much appreciative they were and how much they did love animals that nourished them. It gave them clothing, gave them warmth, fed their people. Like, I can love an animal that and appreciate their life sacrifice to nourish me, right?
Yeah.
And I think he hit the nail on the head when you're $100 million net worth. And I think she's only like 23 or something like that. Imagine if you were that popular, that influential, and that rich in your early 20s. What stupid shit you would have said.
Well,
right?
You say, I mean, anyway, you're 23.
You
say stupid shit.
You say stupid
despite
shit.
your net worth.
I'm 40. I still say stupid shit.
Yeah. You say, well, but I think the net worth and your celebrity status almost will exasperate the dumb shit you would say, because you have this, maybe even the people that are the most humble, that are like that wealthy, that influential, still will have something in the back of their head that says you are in this position because the way you see the world is right. You know what I mean? Like, even if they're humble, there's something in the back of their head saying that, like, your opinion matters almost more. So for you to go on the stage at Coachella to tell people that you're better than them is really how it comes off, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you is, if you eat meat, can you claim that you're an animal lover? Because I love animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
We live on Earth. Everything has its reason for being here. We are human beings, right? I love my dog. Would I eat my dog? No. Do I love cows? No. Would I eat a cow? Yes. Cows are here it's a food chain, right?
I love cows. I love to eat cows.
Yeah.
And
I love cows when they're in my belly for what they give us, the sacrifice they give us.
Yeah.
And the milk, the dairy.
You know what the funny thing about this? What do you think? Can you be an animal lover and still eat meat?
Yeah, it's just.
Or do you think
it's a stupid comment?
It's
just a dumb comment.
I kind of want to punch her in the face. Not gonna lie.
Well, she fine though.
Oh, please, no way.
She fine.
No.
Are you insane?
Billie Eilish fine?
I'm with Eddie on this one. You're crazy.
Crazy.
Get this guy a vacation stat.
Hold on.
He's losing his mind.
Someone needs to go to Vegas.
You're fucking
Is Billie
crazy.
Eilish good looking?
Yes.
Oh my God. You guys are nuts.
High.
She's not even a 6.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. You are insane.
Nah, I will live on that hill, dude. She's not good looking. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me pull up a picture here.
There are, I can name 18 girls right now that not even random pause if he's trying to find the sexy. You have to look for a sexy picture. That's how bad she is.
I'm trying to find a picture of her in a bathing suit.
No, you should. Oh, okay. You should just, if you have to look her up and have to find a good picture to show me.
Again, Eddie, I'm saying I'm looking for a picture of her in a bathing suit.
She's beautiful.
No.
You think she's gross?
She's not good looking.
Check his hard drive. He's gay. Check his hard drive.
You've seen my girlfriend. Gay. I'm definitely not gay.
You don't think that she looks good?
She's fine.
You're crazy. You're insane.
I'm not saying she's like,
you're
hideous.
She's just average. She's not anything special.
Regardless, my whole point is, all right, if you try to like steel man the conversation, I understand what she's saying, but I think it's more of a victim of being high on your own supply to say something like that. Like, you can argue that there's a lot of things wrong with like the mass production of meat and animal cultivation and how a lot of those animals are treated and the waste that we produce as a result. Like, you could say, yeah, there's a lot of problems. But the notion that if I eat meat, I can't love my dog, truly,
it's stupid.
It's a dumb fucking statement.
Dumb.
And it's more so, I think, I don't know, vegans have this. A lot of vegans have this fucking problem. I don't understand. Do you know any vegans?
No, I do. I know like vegetarians are people that just really don't eat meat, but it's not like, it's not in the stratosphere of like, it's like almost like a religion. You know what I mean? They're like, no, I just don't really eat meat. That's fine.
Because there's some people that do it for health reasons and some people that do it for ethical reasons. You know what I mean? And the ethical vegans specifically seem to be pretty militant with their takes on eating meat.
Yeah.
You know,
they hate everybody who does eat meat because they're not like them. I don't like it.
So you want to know something interesting?
Fire.
Okay. The ethical nature of eating meat. Your brain can only process that moral quandary because our ancestors started eating meat. So if you go back about 500,000 years, it's right around the time that, you know, our ancestors found a symbiotic relationship, a co-positive relationship with gray wolves, right? They started getting the pups. They started having wolves hunt with them, basically. During that time, our ancestors heavily relied on ground root vegetables and ground roots for nourishment. And because of that, our jaws were wider and bigger with bigger muscles because our teeth were wider because we had to grind fibrous plant matter in order to get sustenance. So they theorized around that time, they would watch their wolves hunt and eat meat, right? And started doing the same thing. And because of the calorie dense, easier to chew meat source, that our muscles started to relax, our jaws started to narrow. And because of that, our brain started expanding backwards and formed a larger brain to allow us to have the intelligence to even think about whether or not it's okay to kill a cow.
You know what it comes down to and what our body needs more than anything? Protein. What's the best source of protein?
Jizz.
Not what your best source of protein is.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Not jizz, meat.
But we need we need protein for everything. Our muscles, our body, it's the most important thing you can have.
Right.
Right. And without it, you're just weak. Your whole body's weak. Your brain is weak. It's just you need protein.
Well, and a ton of vegans, especially like young ones that are trying to get into it for, let's say, the ethical militant reasons, they have a lot of illness issues because of that. Now,
protein.
Before you at me, don't be like, well, you could be perfectly. Yes, but you have to learn to do that.
You got to take protein powders and whey protein and all that.
Well, and if you're a young cat getting into it, you may not know all the tricks of the trade. You may need someone to usher you through that.
Yeah, you get sick immediately.
What do you think about parents not giving their kids a choice and raising them vegan? What do you think about that?
Okay, well,
give me your hot take. Give me your take.
No. It's just I tend to think that kids eat what their parents eat because their parents are the ones feeding them, right? So I come from like the idea that like I want my kids to try as much stuff as possible and then figure it out for themselves. Unfortunately, any parents out there can attest to this, that your kids don't want to try everything. They want to try very little. They want French fries, mac and cheese, and Dino Buddies. And it is an uphill battle.
Why are Dino Buddies so fucking popular?
They are kid crack. That mac and cheese, I think almost 99% of American children will happily live off that and then be, I don't know.
My daughter doesn't eat cheese.
I'm not going to finish that statement.
She doesn't eat cheese. She doesn't like cheese.
Really?
Doesn't like cheese. She loves chicken, black beans, rice, no cheese.
Really?
No mac and cheese, no nothing.
I don't know. I think if you don't give your child a choice to eat meat, right? Especially if they like have health issues because of it, because you have heard some kind of weird extreme stories on the internet. So you can't verify if they're true or not. But like, say you do have vegan people and their child is having like health issues as a result of maybe like protein deficiencies, or they're not having a well-balanced diet. I do personally know one person, they're like ancillarily associated, but like they were hardcore militant vegans. And their child had a ton of health issues and they would just refuse to serve the meat. And I was like, at a certain point, man, like you can be a vegan, but if your child needs like protein and like food, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like you're not going to give them a choice in the matter.
Nope. I hate it.
It's like people that feed their dogs and cat. Like cats can't be vegan.
No,
cats cannot be vegan. Dogs could be vegan. Cats cannot. Like cats have to, they have to have meat protein to live. They have to.
Well, yeah, they're carnivore creatures.
Well, yes, but they're carnivores. Dogs are omnivores and they graze. So dogs can be raised on a vegan diet and be perfectly healthy.
Not my dog.
Well, not my dog either. But the cats have to have meat. And I've seen people desperately trying to find like vegan alternatives for their cat. And I'm like, dude, they're a fucking animal.
Don't
just
understand the ecosystem of this earth and why everything is put here and the whole food chain and everything. You need to understand that.
And I also think like if we're going to be animals, you're going to look at us like we're animal, like to vegans. Like we're animals, right? Okay, fine. And we kill other animals to eat. So, but you get mad at us for doing that like it's murder.
Yeah.
So do you get mad at a tiger for killing an antelope?
Mad at red wolves who are going extinct that need to do it too? And
do you get mad at those animals? Do you also consider that murder? Is it only murder for us? Right?
Fuck you, Billie Eilish.
I just think that the whole conversation is stupid and it can be broken down when the vegans get on their high horse about how much better they are than us because they don't eat meat. Yeah. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Just
like,
be quiet and do your thing and not have to preach.
You exist because your ancestors ate meat.
Yep.
You know?
Because that jizz had a lot of protein in it, Drew.
Hell yeah. So much jizzy protein is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, other crazy shit. We just got a big distraction dump from the government. They said, no, Epstein files, nothing to see here. UFOs. And we got that shit. And I'm going to go over what was disclosed. It was actually, did you see any of it yet?
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw the article. They
I saw the stuff,
but I didn't open it.
I have some umbrage, but still kind of cool. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Kind of cool. I'm into this shit. So we're going to talk about that next. This break is brought to you by Frank Sierra Finish Carpentry and Sierra Door Supply, providing and installing all of your doors, custom closets, and decorative molding needs. I've been fortunate enough to actually work directly with the Sierra family, and when I tell you that their professionalism, expertise, and massive emphasis on customer satisfaction is unrivaled, I mean just that. Local family-owned companies outshining the big guys is what we like to see here at the Do Over Podcast. Their work is perfect every time and incredibly fast and consistent. So if you're in Tulare, Kern, Kings, and Fresno County, the Sierras will come to you and offer excellent customer service and an experience I'm willing to put my name on. Give a call to Anthony Sierra, your friendly neighborhood finish carpenter, for a free quote today. 559-623-3054. Thanks again for supporting the Do Over Podcast. Welcome back. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We love you so much. Now it's time. It is time, gentlemen. We're celebrating Mother's Day. So we're going to call my mom.
Hell yeah.
We're going to call my mom.
Is there anything that we can't say to mom?
I mean, don't be like weird. She's my mother.
I want to ask her thoughts on veganism.
All right, hold on. Here, let's call her. My mom don't give a shit about veganism.
See if she thinks Billie Eilish is hot.
Shh. My mom's bad with the phone. Oh my God, mother, answer the phone.
Hi, you've reached the
voicemail box.
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I called it. I called it.
I told her we were calling her today. She'll answer on her watch. I swear to God, she'll do it.
Poop it like Drew.
Oh my God. Mother.
Mom.
Hi,
oh my God. Let me call my dad.
This is the normal. This is Drew every day. This is call his mom.
This is how it works.
I do the same thing. I have to call my dad to get a hold of my mom.
Dude, my mom is the worst phone person. She's worse than Sarah. And Sarah's a terrible phone.
Sorry, the phone was in the other room.
Hey, Drew.
Where's mom?
You got me on my watch, and my wife is looking for my phone.
Where's mom?
She's trying to get on the line.
No, fine. Tell her to pick up her phone. I'm calling her phone. All right, love you. Bye.
How cute they still say on the line.
Jesus Christ.
I should call my mom too. She's great.
I'm about to just...
Hello.
Okay, Mom, when I say that I'm going to call you and then I text you, what? Mom?
Okay, now, I want you to picture this, Andrew. I was doing some sorting and cleaning and I was sitting in the floor. Okay, I'm 78 years old. I can't just spring up. Okay. So it took me a while to figure out it was my phone that was ringing, not Dad's. And I'm sorry.
What we call you and they're like, hello. And you have the TV remote. Hello. Why can't I hear you?
Oh, no, that wasn't the case this time, Drew.
All right. Well, at least you didn't. We're not on your watch, are we?
No. I'm on my phone.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Round of applause, Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Yes.
It really was something sweet.
Yes, it is definitely something sweet. You are a great mom. You kind of were the tougher parent growing up.
What about me?
Well, you're kind of a little bit of a pushover, but I love you all the same. All right. Mom was the one that would say no. So then you would go to Dad and you'd be like, Dad, can I do this? And be like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But Mom, you were the tough parent. But, I've always appreciated you and I've always loved you. There is one little smudge in our history.
Oh, my God.
What is it, Mom?
Here we go.
What is it?
Did I throw a shoe at you?
You threw a shoe at me. Mom, you threw a shoe at me. And how old was I when this shoe was thrown at me?
About 5.
Oh, I was younger than that. We were in Sacramento. No. Or maybe I was 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
5. And just to my defense, I tell this story because you tell this story every year. I came home from work. I work like a demon. Okay, so I have to come home from work. I take my shoes off when I get in the house. I throw them down the hallway. And oops, here's my 5-year-old in my room getting hit by my shoe. It wasn't deliberate. It would be deliberate now. It would be deliberate now.
This is what really happened. Because those like memories that are like burned into your skull, like you remember them. My mom, all I remember is my mom going, like with the like mad at me, chucking her high heel at my face. I was going to ask
what kind of shoe it was. Yeah.
It was a high heel, Mom.
Well, luckily I missed. So,
You hit me. You literally hit me with the shoe. Yes, you most certainly did. I remember going, yes, why did you do that? And you're like, oh, because I'm mad at you.
When I die, are you going to get up in front of 1 billion people? Because I know there'll be 1 billion people there because I have a son on the radio.
Oh, yeah. Well, it used to be on the radio. Mom, I just want to say, even though you chucked a shoe at me in my very, very young life, I still think you're a great mom despite the shoe chucking, and I appreciate you.
I thank you very much for those words. That means a lot to me.
Everyone on chat. Does that mean
I get no gift? Is that meaning I get no gift?
I'll clear out the vines on your fence.
For the second time in a row?
Yeah, no, I will definitely get people stuff, whatever. I'll buy you guys junk for Mother's Day.
Okay.
Bob on chat right now says, just a shoe? You deserved it. I was 5. Anyways, all right. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Boo. And I'm sorry I didn't answer the phone the first time.
Three times, Mom. Like you really got to get better with the phone there. Like,
it's hard.
All right.
I'm handicapped. I'm technology handicapped. What can I say?
That we know. All right. Love you, Mom.
I love you more.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right. So
your mom is a peach.
She is. I went to their house. My parents are so funny. So my dad's going through his final round of chemo, right? So in celebration and appreciation, my parents wanted for me to go there and make like a huge bread pudding for all of them, right? And I do a blueberry lemon bread pudding that they really love. It's like a lemon glaze over the blueberry bread pudding. So I go there and my mom is, how do I explain this? She's kind of like, ditzy's not the right word. She just makes decisions where I'm like, why would you do that? Okay. So I tell her what we need. And I'm like, it's a big batch. So we need 12 eggs. She's like, okay. So I get there and I'm starting to mix everything. I'm like, all right, where are our eggs? And she pulls out this carton that looks all janky and raggedy. And she opens it up and like all these legs or eggs are like different colors with like shit on them. I'm like, Mom, what is this? She's
They're from the neighbor.
Yeah. These are Jill Hyatt's eggs. Yeah. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, don't worry, honey. I'll take care of it. And she starts like scrubbing the chicken shit off of them with soap and water. I'm like, Mom, why did you just spend $2 to get a dozen eggs? Like, why were you using chicken shit eggs? Oh, don't worry, honey. Just like, this is just one example of.
Were they good?
I don't know. I didn't eat it. I was like, I don't know if it's cross contaminated. I'm not going to mess with this, but they're funny people. So I get there, you know, I'm razzing her. We get it all together. I put it in the oven. Okay. 35 minutes goes by. And it's a big batch. So it's going to take a little time to cook. I'm like, let's check in it, you know, see where it's at. I have a thermometer. I pull it out and I touch the top and it's still cold. And I was like, what's going on? You know? And my dad's like, oh yeah, that oven, the temperature is not really accurate. I'm like, did you not think to tell me before I came here to cook this shit for you guys that your oven fucking sucks? Like they're just, weird's not the right word. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, what guys, this can either be easy or difficult. And it's almost like they always pick the difficult way. I don't understand. John, I'm literally shooting a podcast right now, and this is linked to the board. What's up?
Can I ask you a question about real estate work, or is it
go ahead?
Linked to the board.
Make it quick. Okay, everyone hears you right now.
Okay. It's kind of a sensitive question.
Okay, then I will call you on my break.
Okay, dude. All right, man. Later, bro.
Bye.
Dude, who is that guy? Is he surfing after?
Dude, honestly, 2 calls is crazy. 2 calls is crazy, dude.
Hang loose, bro. All
right, let's talk about UFOs. Royce, I want to know your most compelling UFO argument that they exist. Do you believe in UFOs first? Like aliens. Do you think aliens exist?
Okay. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Okay. Like, if I don't waste my time thinking about it.
Okay.
X-Files was a cool show when I was 18 and that's it. Like, if it turns out that, oh, hey, aliens exist, I'll be like, okay, well, now we can continue. But getting caught up in the do they not? I don't care. Like,
now Scully back in the day?
I know for podcast topics, that's probably the wrong answer, but I have no opinion on it whatsoever. Like, okay. I just, if there's aliens out there, cool. Mm-hmm. If it turns out that it's all nothing, okay. I like, until it's something that directly affects me, my city, my state, my country, my planet. Like, until it's like something tangible, I don't care.
Okay. Do you think they exist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think they're here?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
But are there planets or other things out there where life form exists? Yeah, we exist. So
do you think like the UFOs are potentially alien life? Like, checking
from what I saw today in those pictures, the little specks here and there, and the one, the best one was somebody drew what this person explained they saw, and it just looked like a gold dildo in the middle of a forest. That was something. But yeah, I mean, we don't even have the technology to go past how far, right? So they'd have to develop that technology with whatever they had. And it's just, I don't know. The way that little saucers and little things like that, I don't believe in that shit.
I do, but it's almost like why
would they come here?
Well, I think there's several reasons why they would come here. And it makes me anxious not knowing. That's one of the things I'm like fascinated by, the idea of not only intelligent life, but like ultra intelligent life.
Yeah.
That can like crack science to be able to interstellar travel. Like that fascinates me. Like it kind of makes me upset that I'll never really know the true answers to like the beyond and stuff like that. Like that is one thing that like, it doesn't weigh on me, but when I contemplate space, right, and like the true nature of the universe and not being able to know that, and maybe someone else can give us the answers, that's what's the most compelling thing about me. Like I joke around all the time and be like, I want to ask aliens if they have movies, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That sounds stupid, but it's like, do we have as species similar things? Like, do we have laughter? Do you have stand-up comics? Do you have, because if you think of planet Earth, we are crazy diverse and so many different cultures and so many different animals. You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy. I want to know if they have similar things, right?
Yeah.
But I do think that if they do exist and if there's like direct contact with governments and stuff like that, they're definitely going to fucking hide that from us. They're not going to let us know because there's a big religious component to this that a lot of people think like, the world will fucking fall apart, which I don't agree with. I think if there was an alien, like seriously, like, yo, I'm an alien, yo, you know, interview or talking to it. Like, I don't think the world's going to fall apart.
They probably wouldn't speak a language that we knew, right? They would probably look nothing like we think they would look like. So it's just, to me, it's like, do they exist? Probably somewhere on some planet somewhere. But again, do they have the technology to come here? Why pick Earth? They would have to know that there's life on Earth too, right?
Well, I think back in like
there's so many other planets. Like
this is what I think. We will never truly know the answer, probably, but we have such a long history of this planet. It is not crazy to think that maybe I don't buy the ancient alien shit. I think that is way they kind of hinge on, oh, this is obviously done by aliens or in service to aliens, where I'm like, well, if you have 1,000-year history of cutting rocks, you might get really fucking good at cutting rocks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say, man, when they're like, there's no technology that can make these rocks so close to each other. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, like, that's what they did. They fucking cut rocks. I don't know what to say, you know? So I don't really buy that shit. But let's say like millions of years ago, because we have a 6 billion year history of this planet, who's to say that we weren't a stopgap for an ancient alien species that seeded life here and fucked off and came back to check on us later? Like, it's not to say that that is crazy out of the line to think.
They'd also have to breathe oxygen like we do.
Right. And
I want a Rocky. Give me a Rocky.
Rocky over Xenomorph, right?
Sure. Definitely Rocky over Xenomorph. Yeah.
No Xenomorph. Rocky, please. It's also not crazy to think that maybe on our evolutionary paths, maybe there is other intelligent species. And I was saying to myself, you know what would be funny as fuck? Is that these aren't visitors from outer space. These are like
octopuses.
Deep ocean dwelling
octopuses. They're aliens.
Deep ocean dwelling, like super intelligent people that have been here in the ocean, and they're like warring with each other. Like, because it's so vast and so large, and we're all warring on top, and they're warring on the bottom, and they're coming up here, and they're like, oh shit,
that could very well be.
It's crazy because
there's deep parts of the ocean we can't even get to, and who knows what's down there.
And if you really think about
the Meg, that's what's down there.
We need Jason Statham.
We do need Jason Statham. It is crazy to think. So there was the UFO files release, which really wasn't super compelling. What we have not seen from the government firsthand, and this is like kind of what I was hoping was going to happen, is like a really crisp, super HD, either video or photo of these things.
Yeah, it's not.
But see, this is the thing. People in the know have said that they have that. Like, they do have like really clear documentation, but we only ever see it being videoed by like a radar system or like night vision tech. So you can't really make it out. You could just see it, and it's weird. One of the most compelling things, and I know that you were kind of clowning on this, but this is interesting. When they were on the moon, like Apollo 17, and I think is what they said. I could be wrong, but there's 3 objects.
That was the only one that I was like, okay.
Like that.
That was the only one where I was like, okay.
And it's an old picture. It's from 1965. Like, it's an old picture. It's in color. And I was like, okay, that
was the only one of them that I was like, I could see it. The other ones were just.
I just want more. Like, I feel like as a species, if they are visitors from another planet, They are communicating with the world's governments. I feel like it is time to disclose, right? Because that could be a huge threat to humanity if there's like super advanced species out there coming out. I mean, we deserve to know. Do you think we deserve to know? No, or do you think like people are too fucking stupid and too violent to know?
It would cause a panic because people are too not violent. People are too stupid. So they would start like the panic would be there. And plus, all the movies and video games, like, oh, it's going to be War of the Worlds or something like that. It's just, and I don't want to deal with those people. Just don't let us know. Just let people like you do just lay in your bath and have these thoughts.
I think it would be compelling. I think it would be more unifying than anything.
Oh, 100%. Like, I mean, let's go to the ultimate fix it plot by Ozymandias and Watchmen. Right. Like the worlds that we're on in the nuclear brink and we're all going to attack each other. And so what mastermind plot does he come up with? Giant, alien squid?
Yeah.
Teleport right there. But then all of a sudden tensions between countries go way down because like, okay, we don't like you and you don't like us for whatever reason. We're going to, oh shit, there are aliens.
Right.
And now it's not just you, this country versus this country. It's humankind against a threat like we're all. And so I think if something like that were to happen, all of these conflicts, Iran and Taiwan and all the kind of stuff, like really you kind of see like, well, in the not global, but in the universal scheme of things, these don't really matter. We need to figure out a way to
imagine, like, think about something like the 3-body problem. Like, what if there is an alien race on its way here to conquer Earth, and they're like 400, light year, or they're 400 years out from making it to Earth. We would need to, as a whole human race society, just like the same problem in Project Hail Mary, come together as the human race to get all of our best and brightest. And like a lot of this shitty stuff would have to be put on the back burner so we can survive what's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like if that was a reality, I don't want an alien race to be on its way to conquer us, but it would unify us.
We are aliens to the aliens.
That's true.
It goes back to what you were saying too. Like, do aliens watch movies? And if aliens watch movies, do aliens have sci-fi movies? And are we the aliens?
Are we the aliens?
Like their version of aliens? Are we the aliens? And then go a step further. So you're watching Aliens, Sigourney Weaver, right? Mm-hmm. And it's flickering dark. And what is that down that tunnel? And all of a sudden, all the xenomorphs are coming, right?
What if they have races?
And are we racist because all the xenomorphs look the same?
Right.
Like if they
exactly,
they're watching us and we're all coming, and it's like people from every walk of existence and country, and they're like, oh, they all look the same.
Yeah. No, you're exactly. You know what would be funny? If like there was like a universal translating thing that you could put on and hear everyone, and like the xenomorph, he's never trying to kill us. Right. He's just like, well, hello. How are you today? But that's how they say hello. They're like,
oh, I'm sorry for burning you with my spit.
Oh, this is how we say hi to each other. I'm sorry.
Don't
cultural differences.
Oh, that's my pet face hugger. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
The only thing I would be worried about is if like an alien species came down and they're like, yo, we're aliens. There would be immediately a bunch of, I do think some of the religious nut jobs would be like, that's the devil. And they would try to hurt him.
That's what I'm saying.
They're going to make us look bad. But I think for the most part, in 1990, you were kind of a kook if you believed in aliens. And throughout the last like 3.5 decades, it's been more and more accepted as, they probably exist. And that very well could be them checking in on us. And just to answer your question, it would make sense for advanced species that know that we exist to keep track of what we're doing because our brains are developing so quickly. However, we still have the I'm going to blow you up thing going.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would be almost a liability if we get to the point where we're interstellar traveling and we still want to kill everything.
Yeah.
It would make sense for them to keep track on us. All I'm saying. So, you can go and check out the article. I'll link it down below. Nothing too crazy compelling. There was like a starfish thing that was like whatever, but you can't really see anything. But that one picture from the moon mission.
That was a good one. The gold dildo drawing was something else. That's
fucking dry. This is what I saw.
This is what I saw. A gold dildo flying through a forest.
And you know you have, like, if they exist, you know the government has like super HD video and everything of this shit.
Looks like a kid drew it.
I'm just like, what the fuck? So anyways, we're going to have to get the fuck on out of here. Let's get to Royce's super gay reaction.
This is my video. I brought this one.
Oh, he was what? You were
I think it probably hit TikTok at the same time because I had sent that to my brother. Or I sent it to our like a group chat, and I said I want to congratulate my brother, the German deer calling champion.
Yes, this is the 2026, so this is new deer calling world championship, and these are the highlights. This is the ESPN top 10. ESPN.
That's wild, bro. All right. Hold on. Here, can we say one thing about this though? I understand the blowjob stuff and it's funny. Who was the best?
The last lady, dude.
Do you think the last lady was the best?
She was slow and precise. She had it just
like which one sounds more?
Wait, these are women?
Hold on, here, wait.
No, the lady had wait. I'm not sure about these other people. I don't know.
Can I see your best deer call?
Boo! Boo!
It's kind of crazy because they're deer calling, but it sounds like a bear.
Yeah, that is not what I would expect a deer to make.
Hold on, let's see what a deer sounds like.
Like a male mating call.
Like a male deer mating call. Let's see what it sounds like.
The anticipation. Fuck, starting a lawnmower. That's it?
Is that it?
Okay, now play these guys again.
That does not sound like them.
Okay, now play these champions again. Dude, that's a bear. That's my favorite one. I can watch this all day.
Hold on, here. Here's an actual video of one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
They still sound like a bear to me.
My favorite thing is that somebody invented these things.
Yeah. And the technique. Yeah. They're like, see, what you do is you stick it in your mouth like you're holding a giant dick. Okay. And then you just push it up and down, up and down,
the
up and down.
The second homeboy is literally cupping the balls when he does it too. I thought that was fun.
What you do is, Orky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got what I sent you, but we don't need to play if you.
I got another one too we can end with. I want to end with the end.
All right, here, let's play this one for okay, you know Dark Souls?
Yeah.
All right, let's make sure that the audio's on and
what the fuck? Is that Billie Eilish?
That's fine. You know who that is.
Joke, I know. The callback, Drew.
All right. So what is this?
Before we go, this is the national anthem at a AAA game. Just start it real quick and then pause it. Just to hear the voice. Hey, pause.
Okay.
Picture in your head who is singing the national anthem. Just think. Who is singing this national anthem with such this beautiful voice?
Okay.
And to end this do-over podcast, I couldn't think of a better thing that I've ever seen in my life than this.
Okay.
Streaming, and the rocket bombs bursting in air. Gave proof
Ronnie's got some pipes, bro.
that our flag was
Is that who you were thinking?
No. But you know what? It's very fitting. Yeah, I know. I would laugh too. It's very fitting because we all a bunch of clowns. We did it. Remember Monday? Jess come back. Yay, Jess. Hey. Yay, Jess. Can't wait for Jess to come back. And we'll see what she's been up to for the past 2 years.
The return of the Jess.
Where has she been? All right. We're going to find out. And if you want to reach out to us, got anything that you want to say, you can find us at The Do-Over Podcast, all one word, at gmail.com. Royce.
I have no handles. I have no social media. Don't reach out to me.
Boom. But do go to Grog's traditional Irish pub, and maybe you'll see him and you can drink, but don't talk to him.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Don't talk to him. Just leave him alone. Leave him be. All right.
Especially
Edward,
if he's playing darts.
where can everyone find you?
Well, I'm going to be training for the 2027 Deer Calling Championship, so I will be posting those videos on my Instagram.
Privately
at Edward Rouse.
With all my friends.
At Edward Rouse on Instagram. And yeah, here on the show.
So. All right. And you can pretty much find us at Duver559 anywhere and everywhere. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us. Your eyes and ear support go a long way. Share it with your friends and family. Until next time, gotta go. Love you, boys.
See ya.